WFM 91.7.
We're chatting with Noel. Noel is one of those people you call. This country, a lot of intervention are being driven by young people. Where the money is coming from is now by young people. So Noel is right on track to become one of those rich people. And he has an app, and we're going to talk about the app. And he's young. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about career. We're going to talk about passion. We're going to talk about all the things that he loves for the next 20 minutes-ish. So, yeah. Hi, Noel. Hi, Noel.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
It feels good to be here.
Exciting. So, tell me, did you go into programming for money? Because $200 million Paystack made that last year. A lot of my friends who are in programming, who do coding, who are in tech, they are making the big bucks. Was that the major reason why you went into programming?
Actually, let me say I went into programming by accident.
Oh, okay.
That must be a true accident.
Very lovely accident.
Yeah. It was when one of my juniors, when I was in SS2, one of my juniors, he showed me something on his laptop and he said he programmed this, and I was like, oh wow, I should be able to do something like this. So I collected the video, but it wasn't until like 2 months later I watched it, because then I wasn't really focused on stuff like that. And I saw the first video I watched, it caught my attention because I said, wow, so I can create something just by typing code and I'll see the results. So it caught my interest. I wanted to do more, so I kept on researching on programming till now.
Okay, so you've been doing it for how long?
About a year and a half.
Oh wow, that's
Almost
quite a period of time.
Well,
2 years. Wow.
So a lot of my friends who are into programming, I usually just assume that they are hackers. So do you get a lot of people come to you and say, "Oh, Alpha, can you help me hack this?"
Yeah. Some of my friends do joke about me hacking CBN.
Hacking what?
CBN.
How's that possible? Please, though, I beg you. But then you're an ethical programmer.
Yeah, very cool.
So, tell us about your app. Before we get into the app, that should be the final conversation. I'm aware that you said you started programming by accident, which means that you had
No plans.
no plan to go into tech. But then, what was it for you before then?
Before that, I was regular, just doing regular computer stuff. Although I've been technologically inclined when I was like in primary school. Yeah, my dad had a cyber cafe then, so I was.
I knew that it was definitely good, because the way that was kept saying coding. I was like, Baba don't say the morning with the end of the road. I knew it. I couldn't place my fingers in it, but I just felt it. But then continue to start.
But even until when I watched the first video, I didn't still know what I was doing.
Oh.
I just wanted to see the end of it, because the beginning seemed interesting to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
But how difficult is it to be a whiz kid, a coder, a programmer? How easy is it? Because a lot of us, a lot of the people in tech usually say, "Oh, you just press." So we're just inputting codes. But when a layman sees those things, I'm just confused. I'm like, oh my God, what is all of this?
Yeah, at first it looks intimidating, but once you just start, it's mostly practice. Because I remember when I first resumed 100 level in school, I didn't code for about 2 months.
Is that what you do in school?
No, I studied computer engineering in school.
Oh, that's cool.
So I didn't code for about 2 months. So the next time I got in front of the computer, I tried to code, I forgot a lot of things. So the more you practice, the more you get used to it, and it comes easy. But for me, it came very easy. But some people I try to teach, it generally come as easy to them as it came to me. But I would say it's still okay. It's not as difficult as it seems.
So, you've been doing it for 2 years, and do you plan on doing it full time in the long term?
Yeah.
And then there was a line that your dad used on WhatsApp yesterday. he said, you're building an app that will compete with Facebook. So in a world where there are new applications, like last week, WhatsApp was, a lot of conversations was trending around WhatsApp privacy and all of that. So a lot of people were moving to other apps like Telegram, Signal. Telegram had, I saw a post of, they had over 500 million users and all of that. In a world where there's that competition, what are your thoughts about, do you think your app can
survive so far?
Fight against, compete with the likes of Facebook? That's been there for years and it's one of the biggest. Facebook is one of those tech companies that swallows other tech companies.
Actually, I think it's a gradual process, because if you look at Zoom, Zoom has been existing for longer than we think.
Yeah, it's been a while.
For a long time.
Cool.
So it's a gradual process. If I start building up on it now, I'm looking at the future. Its time will come where the app will bloom.
But for now, is the app available for everyone?
Not for everyone, but it's
just the beta.
Is
it the beta?
Yeah, the beta testing.
Yeah.
Beta testing.
Oh, wow. I just feel like when I said this, I just felt intelligent. But then, what's the name of the app and what is it?
SkyChat.
SkyChat, yeah. I think I saw that. SkyChat. So what does it aim to do? And what was the inspiration behind that?
Yeah, actually, the inspiration was, let me see. My major inspiration was from Facebook. I just liked everything about the app. I don't know, people my age don't really like Facebook.
Facebook, I was going to say that.
But from a programmer's point of view, Facebook is the best social media as of now.
Why?
It has the most functions.
Oh, because of the complexity of it?
It's really complex. It has so many functions that people don't even know about. Like, for instance, the gaming part of it.
Oh, you can play games on Facebook?
You can build games that are specific to Facebook. There is Facebook for developers. If you search for Facebook for developers, so that's where developers will go. They code their games on Facebook, upload it to Facebook, and that's where they now start the contest. So Facebook now does the leaderboard for them.
Oh.
There's also Facebook for business too.
I've not been on Facebook in a while, so I don't know. I wouldn't know. Well, if you ask me anything about Instagram,
even when you try, there was a time I was trying to tag people on Facebook, and Facebook did face recognition for the people in the pictures, and brought out their Facebook accounts.
Wow.
It does so many.
Oh, I see how that would be the template, and you build around that. I see it now. But yeah, but yours, who are the is it going to be like same type of target audience directly competing with Facebook? Yeah, it's available on Play Store. I couldn't download it because I don't use Android.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. He's trying to shade.
No, there's no shade in it, but then it was true. I tried it's downloaded, but I can't access it. I can't access the app. I can't access the app. So, but Kenny Young would download it. I'll forward it to Kenny Young and see what. No, I like it. So when would it be available on Apple?
On Apple, oh yeah. About that, one of the limitations that Apple give with programmers is that you can't build for iOS app without a MacBook.
Oh.
I'm using a Windows laptop.
Oh. So that means, as time goes on, if you have a MacBook, you can use the same app.
If I have a MacBook, I can build for iOS.
Wow. Limitations.
But like Apple phones and Apple products, they tire me out. Like I just feel exhausted from it. But 25 minutes to the top of the hour 10, we're talking with NOEL SOGBUYI.
SOGBUYI.
Yeah. And we're talking about him being a programmer. You know how young people are doing great stuff. Young people, tech is the future. Young people are coding. Young people are deciding, like, breaking the norm. Normally to be like, oh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a lawyer, but now a lot of people are doing different things. I want to be an entertainer, I want to be a footballer, I want to be a tech whiz, and all of that. And Noel is one of those people who is doing phenomenal work, and he's got the support of his family. So, how's it like growing up for you?
Growing up for me, it's gonna be fun in a way.
Were you introverted and very smart? You know, from what I get from you is like, oh, this guy, the notebook first. I never came second in school.
Kind of look.
Actually, I wasn't really serious in school. It's not like I wasn't intelligent, but I didn't just really see the big deal in getting first all the time. Although I had a really good result. Yeah.
Also, you're one of those
really good
smart
result,
kids.
No, what am I fighting
Yeah, I
for?
was very playful.
You are playful, but then you should have done that. I thought you were playing too.
But then, you said you've always been tech inclined.
Yeah.
So how is that like? When were you first introduced to tech?
I'll say when I was 6.
What? 6.
Yeah.
You got your laptop then?
No, my dad's laptop. Then I used to type with Mavis Bacon.
Oh, I remember it. I always failed, but then I just moved on my life.
So I got used to the keyboard.
How fast are you now? What's your typing speed? I think I can. When you start working, that's the Mavis Bacon of life. Like you genuinely become really fast. But now I don't need to look at my keyboard then. I know that.
If it's for programming, I don't need to look at keyboards. For like replying chats, sometimes I do look at because of typos. I look at keyboard.
So, when you're building an app, you are writing words. Or how's it like? I want to know. I'm genuinely very curious because it just seems like there are like a lot of jargons on there. But then, how's it like?
Well, for people looking at me whenever I'm coding, I feel cool. Yeah.
Because people don't understand.
Yeah, they don't understand. So I'm speaking the language they don't understand.
And you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
This is so not fair.
God. Like, so, is there, when you try to study it, is there like a pack of words specific to coding that you now have to navigate?
Yeah, there are reserved words you have to know. There are rules you have to know. And there are patterns. Like coding is you have to pay 100% concentration because putting a comma or a full stop where it's not meant to be can crash the whole app.
Oh wow.
Just by one character.
It just sounds so very complex.
It just sounds very complicated. WFM 91.7 first and only radio station for women and your families. It's the Saturday Zim Cafe on the Youth Weekend Takeover, and we're having fun. We're having conversations. We're talking about how are Gen Zs leveraging career and passion. So for you, I remember reading something, and it spoke about how you used to love music. Do you still love music?
Yeah, very much.
So do you still see yourself doing music?
Yeah, I still do music.
So tell us about that.
Yeah, actually, in my church, sometimes we do record music with the choir members, and I do produce it. Like, I do the video too, and the audio. Personally, on my own, I make some soundtracks on the computer. But currently, I haven't had time to do anything because of school. But during the lockdown, I did about 2 or 3.
So your school, you guys are back?
Yeah, we're in session now. I also remember recording one with my 2 sisters during the lockdown.
Your sisters can sing?
Yeah, they can sing.
And you
can you sing?
I'm more of a backup singer.
Alright, Kemi Young can sing, and then you do the backup. Let's see. Give us a show. Give us a show. Because, give us a show. I'd like to hear you.
What am I singing,
This
please?
is the day of joy. Sing. There's so many songs. I'm just giving you an option.
What are we with the song? Okay, what song do you know? Let me see if I know it. Please. Any song? Not any song, but then...
No song is coming to mind right
No song?
We praise him every day. Praise him every day.
No, you just said glory, glory, hallelujah.
That's a good song.
Oh, God. So, no, think of something.
Secular or gospel?
Secular gospel, which one?
mostly gospel.
Your village people.
Mostly gospel.
Okay.
I like it. So
which one?
Pick
Foreign
your song.
or Nigerian?
Let's
Let's be breaking it down now.
Let's do Nigeria.
Let's do Nigerian.
Yeah.
Okay. So, male or female? I'm breaking it down.
The male.
Male? Oh, wow. Okay. So, where exactly are we going? So, we've classified that it is a male.
Okay, let's just
gospel
do this.
singer.
You know, blessed be the name of the Lord.
Okay. I only know that line. But then let's see.
you don't know that song.
I know it now. Everyone knows Blessed Be the
When last did you go
Lord.
to church?
Oh my God. I'm going to church today.
You're going to church today?
Yes, after the show.
Mm-hmm.
I have a worker to church, so I have to be in church. I'm a worker. I'm a minister.
Okay, blessed be the name of the Lord.
To the thing. Oh, yeah.
Start
What's
now,
that?
his name back up.
Okay, I did back home.
Yeah, name back up.
Okay. Blessed be the name of the Lord. He is worthy to be praised and adored. So we lift up holy hands in one accord, singing, blessed be the name, blessed be the name, blessed be the name of the Lord.
AM Cafe fans, we just gave you guys a show. A show. And the star was definitely NOEL. You were just. You have to sing right. Let's talk to your voice. So, do you plan on merging production and because that would be like a combination that we haven't seen before? Do you plan on merging video, music production, your love for music? I heard you've done stuff with WAP, which is Wally Adenuga Productions.
Oh, wow.
Do you plan on merging music and tech?
Yeah, I did think of it.
How that work? Do you see yourself building an app for
like audio Mac
for music? Like, yeah.
No.
So that's a good link. So I can like maybe build a music streaming app.
I like the way he's touching his face and then like, okay, Eureka. We are going to build it. Do you like a lot of tech people? I remember watching one of those Bollywood movies, and those tech kids just feels like they see those codes. As you are seated now, are you seeing the codes to the streaming app?
Yeah.
And now it will work.
I can picture it. It's not only streaming. You know this app called Shazam?
Oh, Shazam, the music finding app.
Yeah. That's another link between programming and music.
I like it. So, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Yeah.
Or 2 years? 2 years. 5 years is usually very long because the end of the day.
So 2 years, where do you see yourself?
In 2 years, I feel I should be more established in programming. Yeah.
Then big funds start coming in.
Yeah, she has bigger jobs than now.
Big funds are already coming in. I mean,
Big funds.
Tell us about what you did for the Lagos State government, because your dad is really impressed. I am impressed by that.
Sure.
And you said over 1,000 people are already signed up.
Over 3,000. As of last time I checked.
3,000 students.
So that's 5,000. So. Okay, well, I built a computer-based test in which, like, the schools in a district, the amount of schools in a district, about 6 or 7, can take the test. The test to be uploaded from the admin, so they will send the link to all the students. So the students will take the test. The computer will automatically mark it and send the results back to the admin.
Wow.
Oh, the computer marks the students.
Yeah, immediately they submit it.
That's so cool, just like jam.
Yeah, just like jam. So they can take the test from their phone or a laptop.
Especially with this COVID-19 time,
I don't usually know. I remember the University of Benin, which I'm extremely proud of because I'm having problems with CBT. I don't usually chances that there will be a problem.
Yeah, that's true.
And how do you do that? How do you fix that?
Yeah,
those
actually.
glitches and my computer is not working.
Errors.
Oh, this one is not pressing.
Errors.
Actually, I had minimum glitch. Yeah, I even had less glitches than I expected.
Oh, wow.
Well, it all depends on the efficiency of the code. So, so the less the glitch, the more efficient the code. So, meaning I wrote a very good one for that test.
Lord.
I like it. Thank you so much, Noel, for coming on the show today. And Noel, by the way, you know these people that are humble. He made the best work.
Exactly. Oh, honestly, I said
and that is what
we play.
How many A's? All A's?
No, 5 A1s, 3 B2s, and 1 C4.
Oh, imagine such results. Prayer points for my child.
Well, did you make it that you're praying for you?
I will pray for the child now.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. What song would you like us to play for you? And how can people connect with you?
Yeah, actually, I have a website. Yes, from there so I can get links to my other social media handles. So the name of the URL of the website is kingodi.tk.
Kingodi.
Yeah.
.tk.
So is that spelled King?
Yeah, King. Then the O is HODDY.
HODDY.
Yeah.
Dot TK.
Yeah, dot TK.
Why that name? Why not
actually
Noel SOGBUYI?
Actually, well, I'm not really done with the website, but it's still okay. I'm trying on changing to .com. Actually, King OD is my brand name. On pictures I edit, I put that there.
All these people like cool names from all the cartoons that I've watched.
Stop claiming like you know a lot about tech.
But on
that I see taking them.
On Instagram, I'm at Odimladi. On Twitter, I'm at Noel Odimladi.
Is that what your name is, Odimladi?
Yeah, Odimladi. Very unique.
Odumilade.
No, that was do not.
Odumilade.
Odumilade.
Okay. My Yoruba is terrible, so please don't judge me.
Exactly.
But thank you so much, Noel, for coming on the radio show.
WFM 91.7.